Content warning. The following video may contain material that may be harmful or traumatizing to some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. I am not giving medical advice or telling others how to live their lives. This channel is for philosophical, ideological, metaphysical, and comedy purposes only. Fair use. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing.
Hello again, you sexy sons of bitches. You guys are, you know, right? Like, you guys need to remind yourself of that shit too. Like, you need to go look in the mirror and fucking bite your lip a little bit and remind yourself that you're a fucking sexiest motherfucker walking around this plane of shit existence. Shit existence. You gotta go look in the mirror, man, and tell yourself, that sexy motherfucker looking back at me, my goodness. You know what I'm saying? You guys are all a bunch of sexy motherfuckers, and I love you all dearly. And if I could help you guys in some way, it would be cool. You know, it'd be cool if the God of this realm blessed me with the ability of immortality. So even if the Illuminati fuckboy Archon demons did come and poke at me and shoot at me, nothing would happen. Make it where I had the power to fucking heal people with my hands. That way they could be shooting me and I could be fucking, or give me the power to stop any harm, stop bullets mid-air, so they're harmless, to stop bombs from exploding. Give me that power. If there's a good force in the realm, and it doesn't have to be me. Find the most righteous, good-hearted person. It does not have to be me. I'm up for the job. I say that I'm up for the job. But no, bless the best, the most Jesus type of motherfucking person you can find. Give them the power. I don't care who gets it. But if ain't nobody else willing to step up for the job, I'll take that motherfucking job. Give me the power to stop harm from happening. Give me the power to heal people of physical and mental ailments. But no, that's never going to happen in the Dookie Boy realm. We do not get struck with good events. And not in this fucking reality. You get struck with negativity. If there's the one rare story here or there, odd, 0.1% that slips through the cracks, I don't give a fuck. I like talking about the overall average. Oh, well, I know somebody. I know two people that won the lottery. Actually, I know two people that won the lottery. So it can definitely happen. But outside of coming into like a big wealth, to live the closest thing to a comfortable psych prison existence, that rarely happens. Most people just suffer to the reality, the day-to-day monotony. Nobody's got a good story to tell anywhere. Like, I just stopped by wherever I stopped by, and one of the people I was talking to was telling me how their financial situation lines up with their bill situation. It's the same story every time. And it's like, wow, these fucking demonic things are so perfectly calculated that they've got it to a science how to milk humans, to literally just make them have to be these wage slave creatures. It's just like, I hate these demonic, monetary-minded fucking Archon entity, agent, fucking demon, extensions of the demonic mind virus into the physical realm. You fucking peasants deserve to fucking burn eternally, dude. Eternally. If God is infinite and he thinks you're a bad guy, he has to punish you from an infinite perspective. That's what I would say. I hope. That's why the Christian religion's so good too, because it ends up punishing the bad guy, doesn't it? And that's why a lot of why people hold it. Well, I'll say a lot of why I held on to religion was resentment of evil. That's what it really was. That's why it makes us like, oh, you motherfuckers are gonna get yours in the end. Isn't that a great mental comfort zone? But to keep me as the slave thing, yeah. In the end, then in the end, they get it. They should be getting it right this fucking second. They are demons in the flesh, obviously. What's going on with people's psychology? They can't fucking see what's going on. Snap out of your fucking mind virus, you fucking sleeping parasites. Wake up. When a man says, we're going to use this poison to get rid of people, blah, 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 then does it and it's working, what the fuck do you need to see? What the fuck do you need to see? What if he was on your fucking front door, man, with a knife stabbing your neighbor? Would you still trust him? What does he need to do for you to see him as evil? But, you know, some random dude fucking smokes weed because this demonic suffering room is such a fucking disgusting place that he needs to get high just to calm the fuck down and find peace. No, pull him over. He's a bad guy and put him in a cell. This dude's suffering in a fucking cell somewhere because he couldn't deal with it and he had to smoke a little bit of natural growing herb. But this fucking demon's on national television broadcasting evil. What? It's bizarre to me. When are you people going to wake up? What's going on in your minds? This reality doesn't make sense. That's why people believe that they're NPCs. This reality does not make sense. People literally believe you people are not even real humans because you're so stupid. People believe you guys, I'm talking to the NPCs, not you guys, literally aren't even real entities because of how dumb you are. I would say think about that, but I don't know if you're capable of doing that. This is a bizarre simulation. I think some of us are real people. I don't know if I'm a real one. I think I am. I suffer to this bizarre fucking realm. I think some of us are real and most of them are not. Or maybe they don't have anger from it. Maybe they just are comfortable being a little bitch. I mean, I don't know what it is. Is it a mental comfort zone? Like, well, no. If I identify as the slave to them, I have to live in that reality. Oh, no. They're not in control. It's like, dude, you're acting like a little fucking bitch. I'm sorry. Anyway, you know, it is what it is, dude. That's an interesting coffee mug, you know. But it's actually a birthday gift from my mother. Man, shut the fuck up. Quit talking about all that crazy shit. You know, man, I don't know. Excuse me. This reality doesn't add up logically. Like, if you're just even sort of sensical. So it's got to be some sort of bizarre simulation. There's no way that... How can I say this? Yeah, there's no way that it would have happened this way. There's no way that it would have happened this way and continue to happen this way if all of them were real, souled people. So they must be NPCs, or it must be a sort of simulation. Literally just illusions at the end of the day. If it's all done by the Archon thing to feed off of, they're just light illusions, really. They're video game characters. That's why my goodness, humans are so stupid that we're referring to them as video NPCs. There must not even be a soul in that motherfucker. That motherfucker just might not even have something in him that's real. Like, literally, that's where we're going with it. I mean, so it's the odds of it happening that way. You guys understand what I'm saying? It would have never happened that way. The odds are way too out of the ballpark to even... They're out of the fucking continent. It's like, what are we talking about? But most people remain asleep in the presence of the most obvious truths. The dude get... I'm sorry. I mean, do I gotta repeat it? Like literally, what does evil have to do to reveal itself to you? These people should be in handcuffs. In handcuffs. That's me being very nice, by the way. I think the witch hunts should return, if I'm being honest. I think they should be fucking hunted down and slaughtered like pigs. But I must be from another time, another dimension. A place where morals existed. A place where we were aware of that demonic evil mind virus that fucking haunts humanity's fucking subconscious. Where men were tough enough to fucking understand that these thoughts didn't belong to them. I'm from a different era. I don't know where. Maybe it was the 1600s, the 1500s, the 40s. Maybe I had a life before this one. I'm not like these things that are around me. I'm not even fucking similar to most of them. I I must be from a different era, different time, I would say a different dimension probably. I don't know how the fuck I locked myself up in this one for the duration of this little transition, but I'm getting the fuck out of this motherfucker when I'm done with this motherfucker, because there's nothing of this motherfucker, and I don't know what else to call it but a motherfucker. There's nothing of this motherfucker of substance. There's nothing of this thing of substance. Lies, deception. Oh no, we're learning the truth. Look at these stars. Man, how long are y'all going to do that shit for? How long are y'all going to do that shit for? This thing will always give you more breadcrumbs. This thing will always tempt you with the thought of finding out the truth about it. It's always going to be there. And it's a lot deeper than that too. Because if it's a mind virus, it's the thing that keeps you interested in the path of truth as well. You could say human beings are very scripted with a mind virus present. They may as well be NPCs if they've given their souls up to the thing. The machine, they don't have the mental fortitude or capacity to combat it on a second-to-second basis. Most humans don't. I don't have the mental fortitude to combat it on a second. I can do an hour or two here or there, and believe me, they're great vents. But oh, I actually have to check my emails. I don't know if he's watching this. One of my commenters wanted to talk. I think it was who was it? I see their comments all the time. Well, one of you, I think he had said he wants to talk or whatever. I emailed him, told him I'm off today, but I have to check my email, see if he got back to me. But anyways, what was I talking about? I lost my train of thought. Oh, the mind virus. Oh, yeah. So it's funny how I bring that thing up, and again, I start losing my train of thought. But it's the thing that's like... Anyways, what makes us call motherfuckers NPCs is the mind virus thing. It doesn't just control the bad guys, it controls the good guys too. And it don't care. It's just there to arouse emotions within you. There's a reason that there's an ultimate evil bad guy that's untouchable to the average person, that hovers over. It's blatantly obvious. It makes you angry. That's why. Because of what it does within you. These are the things that the mind virus does not want me talking about. I don't give a fuck about the mind virus or its mama. And I'm going to devour them. I'm going to hunt them down and devour them. But I know these fucking things don't like me, and I don't give a fuck. I wouldn't like you either if you were exposing my little scheme in the fucking Loosh Farm reality of creating frustration, negativity, misery, sorrow, depression, mental and physical disorders. Just the list goes on and on. It don't ever sprout up a magical rainbow that if you rubbed up against it, you fucking de-aged 20 years, lost all your ailments, all your fucking shitty teeth fell out and they grew back as pearly whites, and your vision cleared and you could throw your contacts out and your fucking knees straightened up, and man, where's that shit happen? No, it's always some fucking gross shit in this fucking demon. Why would anybody want to come back? Like, okay, well, what suffers do you want on part 2? What sufferings do you want on part 3? Well, I'd really like to know what it's like to be a paraplegic. Like, I'm not interested, dude. I would like to be a bird and fly. I'm not interested. I don't want to worry all the time about something bigger than me, badder than me, coming along to fucking rip my guts out. This existence is bizarre. The God that created it, or the demonic entity that created it, is totally evil. And if I'm just an NPC in an AI simulation created by something else that's like a Grand Theft Auto to it, it's just a video game, then the AI of the video game thing has more conscious and intelligence than the fucking demons that created the goddamn AI do. Fuck this reality. Like, from every angle, simultaneously. All in the same fucking moment. I don't give a fuck. Fuck this place and its mama. All it does is create suffering and negativity. As a matter of fact, if you've got a good heart, then all it does is fucking stab you over and over again. Like, if you're empathetic, you're going to lose your fucking mind in hell realm of watching people you love suffer. People, well, maybe I need to stop loving people. Maybe this place is to destroy love. Because then my logical brain goes, okay, well then that's what makes me suffer. It's being the good-hearted guy that's suffering me. So I should stop being good-hearted to reduce suffering. From a logical perspective, what I said makes absolute sense to me, but I'm also not trying to become a detached, numb zombie, de-soulinized, I don't know if there's a word for that, into a machine. No, fuck that. There is something that drives me that's beyond this fucking reality. That's what I stay attached to, and it's not careless, soulless, detached, numb monster. It's driven by love. I know love is evil backwards, and I know that that's another tool of the entity that drives me, that keeps me attached, and keeps me on my righteous path. I'm being played by it in this moment now too. We all are. I know that sounds crazy. All you have to do is stand in your power. It's really powerless if you stand in your power. Okay, so how do you stand in your power? How do I stand in my power? I understand that I'm the one that makes the final decision. Yes, there's an, call it a mind virus, whatever. There's an entity on this shoulder saying, blah, 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 and so it has a lot of power, right? It does sort of not drive me so much anymore, but if I allowed autopilot to take control, I just entertained the thoughts that came in. It sort of manipulates me, this thing that I don't even identify as myself, if I'm looking at it logically. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? I hope I'm being very clear with this. It's like, for me, it's an obvious mind virus. It always sort of, well, everything in hindsight always like, well, I kind of knew this. It's like, why didn't I just say it then? Like, I don't know. But then, like, looking at it, it's like, oh, that's the mind virus. Like, well, what does the mind virus do? It would be like, well, don't say that because then people might think you're crazy. That's the mind virus. Like, that's not me. I obviously don't give a fuck what people think about me. Like, I obviously don't give a fuck what people think about me. And it's like, so who is it that whispers that dumb shit? The mind virus. This thing's manipulating all of us simultaneously right now. I know that's a scary thought, but I have to be honest. I know a lot of people in this reality don't like honesty. When you're brutally honest with most motherfuckers, man, you're talking to an ape creature that locks up and creates mental comfort zones to avoid facing hard truths. Literally, that's the human thing. It's an ape creature that's retarded. It's like, man, what the fuck? But I would not create you super conscious and intelligent if I was going to fucking create a system that's meant to feed off of you forever. Why would I make you smart? I would make you dumb. Maybe the few of us that break out of the retarded state of humanity are rare fucking gems or something. Maybe we are all sold, but we just woke up a little bit more than the rest of these other poor batteries that are being fed off of. I'm serious, guys. Look in the motherfucking mirror and remind yourself how fucking badass you are. Because there ain't shit that could fuck with you. Okay. How do I put this into words, man? I don't know how to explain it. Imagine a father. Well, no, that's a bad example. Like, a father's just going to smile at a child that tries to teach him something, right? Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like once you're conscious enough of the thing, it is a little old man that's weak behind a curtain. But man, that motherfucker's got a lot of power until you reveal his ass. He's got a lot. Like, if I sit here and say, oh, it's power, that's not true. The truth is, the thing's extremely fucking powerful. The thing is extremely fucking powerful. Imagine manipulating a race into bringing things into a physical realm from a spiritual dimension, extra-dimensional being, influencing dimensional beings into doing things they weren't even capable of before. Again, I think if you left humans out in the jungle for 100 years. You'd come back. There would not be any rockets. There'd be no computer chips. There'd be no new type of vehicle or drone. It would just be a bunch of dudes out there hunting snakes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that man, that's the real truth. That's the human fucking thing. So this thing, part of my consciousness awakening may be due to the influence of the thing, though. If we're being honest, we're looking at it from that perspective. Think about it that way, too. A lot of my consciousness growth was under the supervision or control of the thing. Why does this thing hate itself? Does this thing want to be discovered? Does this thing want to be seen for what it really is? Does this thing do that just to create anger and frustration in me? I think that's the one. Loosh. Hatred for the evil guys and girls doing this to me. Hatred for this or that. And you get on a real monkey level, it'd even be hatred for that person's team or that person's religion or that person's sexuality. It's like, there's like levels to ape monkeyism. It's bizarre. But anyways, yeah, some of us, it's weird. I think that they are. Maybe humanity's just really, really stupid and incapable of just critical thinking. Maybe they weren't supposed to be that way. Maybe we're damaged versions. Again, maybe when you got pulled away as a kid and injected with whatever the fuck these demons injected into you, it fucked you up too. You know, I don't know. But then there would be like super intelligent people in countries that, like if it was a soul thing that's damaged, and now we're in this damaged state because of Big Pharma or something, but there would be people of other countries that would be super brilliant though, because they never got injected with the mind-damaging stuff, right? Like in poor countries where they didn't have that. They're like, you were just born into reality. A baby coming in, they do whatever their ritual is with the umbilical cord, and they just live normal. They didn't get pulled off, and like those people would come in. It's like they'd be like floating and shit, and casting healing spells and shit. Like I don't know, they'd be doing something, but no, they're just as regular as the rest of us. So again, I think these things are to just get us. Oh no, it's to like plant this thought, this seedling that grows for some reason, that festers in the human psyche. Why don't the positive ones grow and fester? They're fleeting. The negative ones, though, man, they'll change your whole reality, won't they? But it plants this thought, oh, I'm damaged, and I'm wrong, and I'm damaged, and I'm wrong, and I'm damaged, and I'm wrong. And it's just there forever. Why would you do that to yourself? So I think a lot of these things that we're told are lies themselves, even though there's some truth if you don't say, Bubba. It's really just to create loosh. It's to create frustration. Something tried to harm me, and something, I hate them. And it's to create that. The craziness. The emotion, the frustration, the anger, blah, blah, blah. It's obvious to me now. Why would we have a voice that always says negative shit all the time to us? According to schizophrenics, patterned delusions. Like, how is that those contradict each other? These aren't random. If they're patterned behavior that's predictable and repeatable, it starts to become a scientific thing, right? Like, it's no longer a hallucination. Hallucinations are random. It wouldn't say, you're ugly, you're fat, you're dumb, and nobody likes you, and you're never going to succeed, and blah, blah. It would be like, your head's too small for your body. And you'd be like, well, that wasn't cool. And it'd be like, but look how long your legs are. Your neighbor has a burger in his mailbox. And you'd be like, well, what the fuck? And then it'd be like, who's putting the fence up on your roof? And you'd walk outside, you'd see nobody there. It would be random. It wouldn't be the same thing over and over again. So I must assume, again, because once if you meditate, you become aware of the subconscious, the way that we speak back to ourselves, it's like, but that's not me. Well, anyways, like I'm not abusive. I don't say that, but I do. You know what I'm saying? I do, but I'm victim to the verbal abuse stream coming in from somewhere else. I don't even think that way. So, do you guys understand? I hope I'm making this must be super clear. Well, I don't want to drive people crazy either. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to. I don't want to put people onto this. Okay, I know I'm an interesting type of human, right? Like I'm fascinated by psychology, human behavior. I'm definitely obsessed with finding the truth, even though there is no such thing. There's an entity that hides the truth from us. There is no truth, but hides the truth from us so that we're constantly searching for it. Because in the search, you'll get anger, all the things that it probably feeds off of. I've been in the truth community a long time. Again, it's very patterned behavior. It appears that these things affect us on the micro into the macro. Politics is very patterned behavior. You wonder why people are like, oh, this is like a simulation, or it's technology, it's scripted. There's reasons for that. Anyways, I'm ranting. Now, what was this one about? I can't remember what this video was about. I think I just got on and started ranting, didn't I? Oh, yeah, I came on to tell you guys you were all beautiful. Like, dude, like, for real, I don't give a fuck how you look. You know what I'm saying? Work that thing, honey. It don't matter. Fuck what motherfuckers think about you. And you're all beautiful. Way before you were ever in your body, you were beautiful. You're beautiful essence. Hey, it always happens at the right time. That's what you are. I don't know. You came from. I came from somewhere else. I call it the void, the darkness. Darkness is not a bad thing. It's in the absence of the light. The light's actually the bad thing, from my perspective. If the light illusion is identifying itself to me, it's not a good thing. It's a bad thing, the light. So I'd say run away from it, no matter how good it feels. No matter how much dopium you experience when you see it. No matter how orgasmic and happy the light feels. Why would I do that to you? If I genuinely loved you, that sounds like a trick. To just dump like this energy of love into you, that you feel it. You're vibrating in loveness and like, what's happening? Is this like a technology? Like, is this a fucking, like, drain them while they're alive? Okay, give them a little bit back. They give you like 1 little percent, and then they inject the rest into them because they're like these bizarre addict dope heads of suffering dopamine or something. Like, maybe the whole adrenochrome thing, micro of the macro, and you know what I'm saying? Like maybe we're literally, okay, I do want to talk about, because I always wait, and then I say, well, I shouldn't talk about that because I'm crazy, but that's not me that says that. That's the little mind virus that says that, so I am going to talk about it. I meditated probably 3 weeks ago, a month ago now, and I think I destroyed one of these demons, and when it left me, one of these entities, I'll say, something that I think attached to me. Actually, I know where it attached to me. It attached to me. It showed me where it attached to me. Oh, guys, I just also realized, I guess part of the reason also why I do wait before I talk about this is it's like a very fresh wound. It's only 3 weeks ago, and it was a very intense situation to me. But it showed me where it attached to me, and it's when I was a child. I just witnessed some horrible shit happening, and we're energy beings. So if you create traumatic situations for a child especially, it drops that child down to a level where these things in such a low state can attach to them. This happened to me when I was a child. It happened to me multiple times while I was a child. I guess to a degree you could say I've been infested with these things. So I've learned to live with them. I would say I'm doing a pretty good job considering what I do for a hobby, or you could say. Demon Slayer, are you kidding me? Well, if there is a Demon Slayer, I'm bringing a whole bunch with me on the other side. We're going to have a good night eating, boys. But anyways, that would be my ultimate. I would be happy to be a Demon Slayer, but I'm sorry, I ended up losing my train of thought. But yeah. So I ended up kind of seeing where it attached to me. It was during an abusive situation, as well. I was watching one of my brothers be pulverized and beaten badly. But when the demon left, it didn't look it didn't look like a demon, not to me. And this may have been like it pulling at my heartstrings type of thing. But, well, first off, it wasn't an attractive looking person. Like, both of its eyes were slightly crooked. Its hair looked like oily, like it was stuck to its... It looked like the most grotesque addict. And the way that it visualized in my mind's eye, it was going into a dumpster, like It, the clown in the movie It, how it's in like the dumpster, or the dumpster, the dump off, the water dump off for sidewalks. What the hell is it called? Sewer grate. He's under the sewer. That's how it displayed itself to me. And it, when it was leaving, it was going back in, and it was like clawing, like not like an evil. Actually, the sense that I got from it was that it didn't even like itself. Sorry guys, very fresh wound. But yeah, I got the impression that it didn't even want to be what it was. Like, it wasn't not, it's not like it was proud that it had to be what it was. It was like an addict. Not like a demon, it was more like an addict. And I broke down when I seen it the way it really, well, the way it displayed itself, probably to tear my heart out, to create more loose, to create more loose in my life, to create more emotion. It probably did that as a final attempt to stay alive, but I stood in my power, and I was like, no, enough's enough. As much as it hurt me, I felt it die, and then I broke down and started crying, obviously, you know, fucking, because I seen it the way it really was. I was just like, oh my God, you know, it bothered me, and did a good job, the little motherfucker. But anyways, yeah, I had that experience recently through meditation, and meditations have been different. There's some sort of somebody would call it like an attachment. It's a technology attachment. It's some sort of thing that happened to me, and it caused me probably a year and a half, 2 years ago, to yawn when I would start to get towards a deeply meditated state. It would cause me to yawn every time and fuck up my meditations, and it didn't work the other night, so I was like happy about that. But yeah, I've been dealing with that stupid ass shit. But anyways, how have you guys been out in a dookie boy realm of fucking misery and suffering and stupidity and meat monkeys acting like goddamn fucking low-level first grade mouth-breathing, knuckle-dragging, mongoloid fucking ape creatures? I love you guys, but man, these motherfuckers are dumber than a box of fucking rocks, bro. Well, one day we're gonna find out rocks have intelligence in them. Look, and like, there's code in rocks. Like, there's always some stupid shit to be talked about. There's always some stupid shit to be discovered that doesn't actually affect the actual daily lives of the poor individuals suffering in the bizarre realm. Just some dumb shit to talk. Oh, we discovered a moon over there on. Oh, we discovered this new mineral called. Oh, we discovered a new UFO sighting. Oh, there's a new Bigfoot. It's all it does. It's like, shut the fuck up, you fucking distraction machine of stupidity. Distract, 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 distract. Milk, milk, milk. Distract, 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 distract. Milk, milk, milk. Distract, distract. How long does it gotta go on? What's wrong with you unconscious entities that would even deal with this type of existence? We discovered a new fish called... I don't care! What did you do for humans, you fucking always spending money somewhere else? Nothing that you people ever do actually positively affects the life of normal people that live here. Like, what is wrong with you demonic, cultist, fucking psychopathic, fucking demonic entities? I'm gonna kill every one of you motherfuckers, I am. I'm gonna hunt every one of you fucking demons down and devour your souls, I am. So help me fucking Lord. I'm going to devour demon souls when I leave this place. I'm sorry, guys. Dude, I'm gonna fucking kill every one of you in the worst possible way. You Archon, demon, mind virus, parasitic fucking things. I'm gonna get every one of you. People say, no, Chris, you can't fight it. You're not me, motherfucker. No, Chris, it's too powerful. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Oh no, Chris, somebody might. I don't give a fuck with a capital F-U-C-K all the way across that bitch. I don't give a fuck what anybody, thing, or entity or extra dimensional mind. They can all suck my fucking asshole. I'm sorry. I almost said, I didn't want to say something sexual, but suck my asshole is still sexual. Like I was going to say, you know, anyways, but I don't give a fuck about them is what I'm trying to say. Fuck them and their motherfucking mama. Fuck any threat, any parasitic attempt at trying to cause stress or frustration in me. You're nothing. You're a low-level entity. You're a spiritual mosquito. These entities really are nothing. But man, they're really powerful if people ain't aware of them. Boy, they sure are very fucking powerful. Anyways, they're not powerful. It's such a paradoxical thing, isn't it? Do they feel powerful to you guys once you're aware of them? Are they powerful? Well, I guess they still wouldn't. You can't say that they may have lost their power with me, but I don't mean that they're not powerful. If they've still got 90% of these fucking retards walking around us. But anyways, I love you guys. You guys are all beautiful. And in your body, not just in a soul. You look just fine, every one of you. If the mind parasite's telling you that you're ugly, you're fat, you're man, fuck it and its fucking mama. That's not you. That's not you. Oh, you're poor and you're ugly and nobody. That's not you. Are you like if I left my child, would you take the kid in a room and go, you're dumb, you're ugly, you're fat, you're dumb, you're stupid, you're useless? No, you're not an abuse. So wait, but are you? Because it's happening. That's not you. That's not you, you fucking idiot. Fuck this mind parasite. It's fucking with a Greek god in the present. Get the fuck off my lap, you little pussy boy. The Archon agent in every little attempt. Just some dust or wind that came out of my ass crack. Anyways, you guys are not ugly. The mind virus is stupid and dumb and needs to feed off your suffering because it's that pathetic of a little degenerate addict. It needs to feed off you because it's a degenerate addict. What happens if you starve an addict? I'd say stop feeding that motherfucker. That is actually the ultimate, really is the ultimate solution. Is to just don't allow this attempt to fuck with you to fuck with you. And it's going to come in every form. It's going to come in every form. It really is about detachment. If this is an entity feeding off frustrations, angers, emotions, by doing it, I'm feeding it as well. I know that a lot of people are suffering in this realm. These videos help people. Hopefully it wakes people up to that. I would say people are so controlled by the entity that they allow it to create loosh through them. Like it's really not even that strong, but people aren't aware of it. Like imagine, would you kill somebody over a sporting event? Like if somebody else's team scored on your team and you were just so mad at a football game, let's say, and one of their team members was here next to you going, yeah, fuck them guys, and blah, would you kill that dude? There's people that have done that. Like I seen a stadium where a bunch of fans got so mad about soccer, dude. A bunch of people kicking a little stupid ball around a fucking grassy field. They got so mad that they ended up trampling a cop and kicking him in his face, and then they stomped his body as they ran over him and killed him. They all killed a man over some dumb shit. That's not... If you would take any one of the people that did that aside and say, what were you thinking? Why'd you do that? The real them wouldn't have did that. The real them wouldn't have said... They would have said, I didn't mean to kick him in the face just in the moment. They wouldn't even be able to explain it themselves why they did it. That's the mind virus. When the whole crowd at somebody's concert is suffocating people to the point they're getting crushed and literally dying and suffocating, and people are yelling, stop, stop, but it just keeps going on. And it's so evil and dark. And the people that were in the concert were even saying the environment felt wrong. It felt like we were in hell. They took a whole concert. Like when I say you can abuse a kid when they're young, but drops them down energetically to a low level where these things can attach to them, what do you think was happening at that concert? That was entity attachment happening real time. Boom. They were the ones killing everybody. They knew what was going on. They were the ones that couldn't hear the people yelling, hey, we're crushing people, stop. We're just still going to push this way for some reason for the next 20 minutes. That's demonic entity attachment happening real time. Anyways, now that I see it everywhere. It's like there's a mind virus here that is demonic, feeds off negativity, creates negativity, and loves seeing you suffer, and loves seeing you bitch and moan, and loves seeing you angry and sad and depressed and envious and jealous and miserable, and all the stupid little low-level traits that were pre-programmed into the human avatar to have to begin with. It all kind of makes sense when you think about it. We're a battery. Something's feeding off of us. Life is illogical and does not make sense, and nobody gets the truth until they die and have already been fed off of. I wouldn't come back to this motherfucker if I was you. If you're a type of energy being, I would say raise your consciousness up to a level where when you leave this place, you're looking down at it instead of straight at it. I'm going to go ahead, and that's as simple as finding the truth, in my opinion. There's no weird, I don't think there's a voodoo chant or a fucking spiritual ritual or a tree you've got to go tie your hair to or something. I don't think there's any of that. I really think it's about becoming conscious of the absolute truth. That is growing consciousness, is to become as conscious of the absolute truth as possible. This reality is as illogical as any logical thinking human being could ever look at. There is no example I could use better than something that doesn't make sense as reality. What kind of bizarre realm are we in then? Well, just anyways, but I'm going to go ahead and cut this one off, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.